Okay, so as we were talking about, hey Taco, welcome back. Rocket is fine. Mrs. Gimpy's fine. Everybody's good. Welcome back. So, story stuff. So we're in was it the Lonely Vale or whatever the hell the name is? Lonelywood. Lonelywood. This little town on the edge of a Lonelywood. They've been having a problem with their dreams. Basically came down to there's a hag that we just visited over in the Lonelywood, and she was the cause of it, basically. The people having bad dreams and whatever. But we've taken care of that issue. But problem is, you have the shaman Iceblood has attacked Lonelywood, teleporting a small army of magical ice beasts and snow goblins. You should talk with Speaker Regis at the Boneworks. So that's him here. And I don't know what he's going to tell us. We've already killed a number of goblins and some other things that were popped in. Iceblood himself, he actually showed his face yesterday on the stream. He didn't attack us. He sent his minions after us, and of course we dealt with them. No big deal. So again, this is one of the main storylines, is to beat him, because he's basically freezing the area, bringing a lot of snow and ice. He's basically serving the gods, or one of the gods that is wants to basically freeze the world type deal, and that's what's going on here. That's pretty much the short end of the story there. That's the very short version of what's going on. Hey Ring, welcome back. Okay, so having said all that, we're also stuck on whether we want to level up or not, because Gimpy cannot level up as a monk because his alignments. I made some choice during yesterday's session that moved him from lawful neutral to neutral neutral, and I'm trying to get back up to lawful neutral, but nothing's working so far. So we're kind of stuck. I'm trying to decide whether I really want to level up. Do we need to level up at this point? Because everything so far we've been able to handle for the last couple hours of gameplay and stuff as being stuck on level 11. But how much longer that's going to last, I have no idea. You remembered something? Something important? It's going to get me back to being able to level up as a monk? Because I really do want to stay a monk. I don't want to multiclass if I don't have to, because that's just going to cause trouble later on. Because we don't level up real quick in this campaign. There's an option in settings that lets you see what alignment changes dialogue choices make. Oh. Game options. Game. So challenge ratings, active effects, natural ones. Natural ones fail saving throws, yes. Always roll mix hit points and level up. No, we don't. No, sorry, it's max. We don't do that. We don't do the wimpy way out. Hide hit points gain a little. No, we like to see that. Combat sticky modes. I don't know what that is. What's combat sticky modes? Style like in the search box. That's right. Dialogue. Class abilities always show on subdial. No. It's under UI though. Game. There's no alignment stuff there. Dialogue zoom. I think what it does is if you type something here, it goes to the appropriate section. So if it's there, see, it goes automatically to input. Dialogue. Yeah, see, it's not there. Game. logging. Game, that says a game log. We don't care about the game logging. Scripts. No, we don't do scripts. There. Accessibility. No, that's not it. Feedback options. Party invite pop-up. Yes. Also over feedback. Text bubble mode. Targeting feedback. Yes. Can click self weight walking. And display load screen hint. Yeah, that's fun. Chat swear filtering. Yep. Yeah, there's nothing here about it. It's just UI, basically, for the most part. Easy. Multiplayer persuasion, no critical hits, no attacks. Players can die. Normal. No critical hits, no attacks. Players can die. Sleep effects, domination, charm. No. Yeah, I don't see any settings. It's hard to, it is. Lawful is hard. They're easy to lose, but they're hard to pick back up. They're really hard to pick back up as far as I can tell. And welcome back, Penguin. Happy Monday. Yeah, there's nothing here as far as options go. So I don't think there's a setting you can change. There's nothing here, at least. Low, good, best. What? Oh, that's graphic stuff. Best. Should have been best already, so not a problem there. No, we don't have Bloom, though. Bloom sucks. LOD. I don't know what LOD is. Frame limiter? Yeah, frame limiter is fine. Do the check for anything. No worries, Ring. I mean, it's not in the settings. I can't find it anywhere. It's none of the settings. So I don't think it's a thing. It might be a mod, maybe, but it's not in the base game. But anyway, we gotta talk to this guy because we got stuff to do.
And well met.
That's just about it. Done. First, a witch places a curse on the town. Then a blue-skinned maniac shows up and causes a huge fight in the middle of Lonelywood. It isn't safe here anymore. I'm ordering everyone to the docks. The boats there will transport us to Targos. Targos is already full of refugees. Then I'll just have to make space for a few more. Without walls to protect us, any goblin or troll is free to just wander right in and start attacking folk. At least Targos is safe from wandering monsters, even if it means reducing my meals from 6 to 3 a day. Regis' face falls at the prospect.
And with that, I will take my leave.
That scimitar he gave us. Take care of out in the wilds. I know you're a great hero and all, but even Jits got ambushed by Yetis one time. And here, take this, a little reward for saving the town. Twice. So, scimitar. Of course he didn't ID it for us. Because, that would have been nice to do. Let's see if Mr. Cleric can do it. Oh, he looks cool in the helmet. He looks like a serious cleric now. Sort of. And nope. He needs a higher
Greetings
lore.
and well
His
met.
lore isn't nearly high
That is
enough. There's the belts. There it is. So we hadn't talked to him yet. So there it is. Okay. So you, the lucky scimitar. So it's +2, fortitude +1, fortitude saving throws +1, reflex +1, and will save +1. That's a nice little scimitar. Not that I'll use it, but oh, he doesn't have money anyway. He will have to buy this belt. So this belt is for Gimpy. It's Dexterity +2 and also freedom of movement, which goes great with haste. Because that means you get to run around real fast and nothing can stop you. So that's a piercing thing. We'll give that to one of our friends. Money. Mild poison arrows that we don't use. The poison arrows. I like how we just paid him for this belt. Now we're slowly getting everything back. But we don't have that much to sell. Okay. It's mine, and then the piercing. I don't think you're wearing a belt. You are not. So we gave him this little belt to basically just a little bit better protection versus piercing. Okay. Oh, we need potions. You got any potions?
Greetings and well met. That is an
You do not have any healing potions. Son of a bitch. Anyway, so he's bailing. Did that affect our alignment changes at all? It did not. We've been 50-55 for a while, and completing that quest did nothing for us. Okay, so that. So legendary beast is just random things to run into that. Wolfgar, save him. The Icewind Ballad. Let's pick up the bard. Where's Aaron? That's Aaron. He's with us. Grendel's Forge is for making magic items. It's the cleric and the masked lady we're still looking for. Learn mysterious masked lady. You should seek more information about the masked lady as when the opportunity arises. So nothing really there. Defend against a force of monsters, the elf tribe, blah, safe to the Dwarven Hills. You should seek them out when your other business is concluded. The Dwarven Valley can be reached by heading east from Tourmaline. So back down to Tourmaline and go east. Opportunities to go more lawful, which is kind of a bummer. Like I said, alignment. Being able to change your alignment is not easy. To correct mistakes you made. That's not open yet. Oh, go here. East. The Dwarven Valley, I think that's opened up now. Of course, you know, breaking and entering is not the best way to keep your alignment lawful, which, you know, we did a fair amount of. But still, we should be able to correct it. Just got to remember, if you ever play Paladin, don't steal stuff. If it's not yours to be bought, it's not yours to hold. Because you will lose your alignment. That would be bad, very bad for a Paladin, of course. Just like a monk. Like dwarves. I shouldn't be running full speed, but I have to explore. Go talk to the guards. Go over here too much farther. Come up, dude. Game with one friend did Paladin when he became a Fallen Paladin. Yeah, in Baldur's Gate 3 it's really easy to lose your choices because there's no indications of what kind of decision, what the effect your alignments are, and it's not always obvious. Usually it's not obvious at all. It seems very random. It's really easy to screw up your alignment as a Paladin, which is BS. You need a swig of some strong Dwarven Ale. Me too. Wolfgar is a solid sport for a human. Reckon old Bruner at Battlehammer raised that boy right. Sure he did. Meanwhile, let's go exploring. Yeah, see, back in the day, we played tabletop, and if you had a paladin as your character, and your DM wasn't a douchebag, they'd always, kind of, nudge you, say, hey, you don't want to make that decision, because it's going to screw with your class. And then, if the person does it after that, no big deal, but at least they've been warned. But in like Baldur's Gate 3, and then even in this game, there's no real warning that it's going to affect you in a negative way. Although, let's be honest, in most cases here, it's fairly obvious. Breaking and entering is not lawful, and it's not a good thing, right? So you really shouldn't be doing it if you're lawful. Unfortunately, don't always make that connection. But there should be a warning. I mean, there should be a warning code. Hey, this might affect your alignment in a negative way. Just a warning. What? It's not a thing. Wish it was. We'll get over it, I guess. It'll just making playing a paladin that much more fun. So is this an actual pathway up here? It sure looks like it is. But it goes nowhere. Can't find anything. Guess it, man. You imagined it? Well, it's not that. It's not something that you'd actually shouldn't have to imagine. It should be a setting, you would think. I mean, it's a thing in other games. Not all games have it like they should, but again, as I was just saying, if alignment matters, there should be a setting somewhere to give you at least to have some type of warning, so that you don't make poor mistakes or bad mistakes or ill-advised mistakes. Why are they pointing their stuff inward? Oh, because they think they're safe on the sides because they're not very smart. So this is basically Death Valley, but not as deathly as they think it is. Because nobody bothered to tell them about the paths to get up on the sides. Dwarven halls. Down there from here. Okay. So what's the point here? This isn't technically stealing, is it? 1555. That crossbow of accuracy, so +1, +4. Well, it's definitely better than our heavy crossbow that doesn't have any magic stuff like that. That I never really use, but that's beside the point. Waiting? Yes, waiting. The slip towards evil. But it's not evil, that's the thing. I mean, it wasn't locked up. It didn't have any, bad stuff attached to it.
Warm winds and hello.
Well, Spec Marison called me Sally. If it ain't the hero of Neverwinter, Wolfgar brought word of how you rescued him from the frozen tower. Queen Gimla is wanting to have a word with you. Go on through. Second, I hear Rocket crying. Be right back. Ring. You never realized an alignment change. You really had an alignment change in D&D, except for the very last session of the campaign with your Necromancer character. You can share the story? Yeah, you can share the story. Campaign ran for about 3 years and was your second campaign with the same DM. So spoiled. Yes, Rocket Rescue Rangers. There's an AI idea there. Make that into a cartoon series. It's all about saving a dog. That would be hilarious. Yeah, let's go inside. I'll try barbarians. What are the barbarians doing in here? Oh, that's right. Wolfgar brought them here. That's right. Wolfgar brought them here. We rescued these guys earlier, yesterday's session, and Wolfgar brought them in here for reasons. Wolfgar, Queen Gimla, and Aerep. Let's look at these guys first.
I greet you.
I believe Gimla wishes to speak with you.
Hail and well met.
Well met, dwarf friend. I'm Gimla Firehammer, queen of the dwarves of the valley and bloodkin to Brunor Battlehammer himself. Wolfgar told me all about your heroics. Reckon we all owe you a debt of gratitude for saving the boy. Boy, you're barely more than a baby yourself, your majesty. It wasn't so long ago you were toddling up to Uncle Arowem, your face a flood of tears because you'd lost your favorite toy. What was his name again? The bright pink dog with the bow? Please, Uncle, we have guests, and young I might be by dwarven standards, but I've still seen over a century of years, which is a milestone Wolfgar would do well to reach, especially since he's so fond of running off by himself every time he gets it into his thick skull to be a hero. Do you know anything about a masked lady? Can't say I do. Wolfgar mentioned you were looking for someone of that description, someone who'd done you great harm. I take it you didn't find what you were looking for. Where is Wolfgar? Wolfgar left shortly before you got here. I tried to stop him, but there's not much short of a storm giant that can hold back an angry Wolfgar when he's of a mind to do something. I'll let Berthgar here explain. That's King Berthgar. I'm sorry, King Berthgar. You want me to curtsy too? Are you mocking me? I believe she is. I've never dreamed of it. The red-bearded dwarf behind Gimla glares at the barbarian and cracks his knuckles. Impressive though Berthgar may be, he wouldn't fancy his chances against this crazed-looking dwarf in his spiked armor. Forgive me, I let my frustration rule my words. The truth, Gimpy, is that I'm ashamed. For months now, barbarians from the great Reged tribes, including the Elk, have been deserting their tribes to join Iceblood's crusade. I know not why any tribesperson would want to ally with that filth, but many have, leaving their friends and families and venturing out on onto the glacier, never to return. Or if they do return, they are changed, filled with cold fury and a lust for savagery. Some have strange powers and wield ice itself as a weapon. When I told Wolfgar of this, the hero of Icewind Dale was wroth. He vowed to head to the glacier and find the missing tribesfolk and put stop to whatever was corrupting our people. He headed straight to Icewind Pass. So now you know. Before he left, Wolfgar mentioned you needed to provide proof of his rescue to the old Greybergs and Targos. I've already sent an ambassador to confirm the truth of your success to ensure Kemp pays up. And I wanted to give you a little something myself. Wolfgar is a dunderhead, sure enough, but he's family. I've got a mace. And a great sword. I too am grateful. By accompanying Wolfgar to Bremen's Run and fighting alongside my tribe, you saved many lives. I would give you this with the sincere gratitude of Burkgar the Bold. Well then, now Gimpy's heroics have been rightfully rewarded. I reckon we should turn our attention back to this Iceblood fellow and his monsters. I've got a mind to. Queen Gimla raised the alarm. Giants are marching on the valley. Verbeeg, mostly with a pair of frost giants goading them on. There's a ruddy, huge bear with them too. A long bloody blast. All this talking has made my knuckles itch. I'm spoiling for a fight. Now you'll get to see some real dwarven hospitality. Burkgar, you and your people have suffered enough of late. Let the dwarves handle this to the valley. Okay, so before we do this, Ring story. We were on the last big boss, this Naga Queen that was attacking the country with an army of lizard men, and we're facing against her. I cast a phantasmal image through Eldritch's hand, and the boss fails both of their saves. We all realize she should be dead, and there are various reactions to it. Eventually, we look through, and apparently the spell's distance wasn't properly calculated. Blah, blah, blah. I let the DM have his big baddie back. So then she cast a firestorm spell that covers the entire room, but does not affect evil characters. Everyone in the team gets surprised when my character gets affected. No one had realized I still had her marked as chaotic neutral, and my fellow players unanimously vote for me to change my alignment to evil. So chaotic evil necromancers are the best, right? Because what could possibly go wrong with that situation? Okay, so are we sneaky? Let's be sneaky. Do we need to be sneaky? So,
Hello then.
maybe you look to enjoy a fight. Maybe after you're spoken with the queen, we'll have a sparring match. Or whatever. So, what are we killing? I don't see any bad guys. There's reason for that among which summoning skeletons to bolster workers in our town and walk around with your own skeleton warrior servant, of course. Called him Schultz. He had a skeletal avatar and he was good at filing taxes. So what am I supposed to be doing here? What are we actually... I expected to come out here and see a bunch of giants standing around, but I don't. I guess we should talk to her first.
Hail and well met.
There's more of them than I expected. No matter, this valley was designed to be a death trap for the enemies of dwarven kind. On my word, fire. 3, 2, 1, fire. What in the name of the... whatever. I said fire. My queen, it is everything... Everything's been sabotaged.
Bring it on.
Sabotage here in my valley? Well then, we'll have to engage them directly. It seems you've arrived in time for another fight, Gimpy. Let's see if you're as good as the Wolfgar says you are. Let me check to see what gear you gave me. So the mace, that of course is unidentified, because they like doing that to me.
Well met.
In scale. Wasn't it this sword probably gave us? There we go. No. So OG and scale. When did we get this? I don't remember. Let's get looking for. Armor. So armor class 4 and 4. It's +3 armor. Blood frenzy, 3 uses per day. So this is maximum 11. I need a bonus dexterity of 4. I don't think he qualifies for that because his dexterity is only 15. So it's only 2 for him. His chainmail is 7, 9. Six and 9. Right? Because he's only at 2. That's 6, so that is 9. So this is technically better for him. I think it's gonna be the same armor class. Is it the same armor class? Yeah, the same armor class. Now the thing is the ability on it. This blood frenzy. I don't think he's gonna use that. Pretty sure he won't. But that's okay because it is a little bit lighter. It's potentially higher armor class too if he can get his dexterity up. He lost one, did he? Did. Why? It's 5 and 2. So 7 and 2, that's 9. Six plus 3, that's 9 as well. Unless I think it's the bracers. I think it's the bracers. Is he armor focus? I don't think so. I think it might be the bracers throwing stuff off. Armor efficiency light. No, that makes him aware. That's not a bonus, right? Yeah, it's the bracers that are overriding the bonuses from the armor. So in this case, the chainmail, the +2 doesn't count, so it's just straight up 5 and 2. So there's 7 here, and in this case, it's only 4 and 2, unless he gets the better dexterity. So because it's 5 and 2 is 7, so the potential armor class is better here, but he's got to have an 18 dexterity, and he's nowhere close to that. And he's not going to use Blood Frenzy anyway. I'm pretty sure he does. They don't use magic items typically. So, oh well. So Gimpy doesn't have to worry. We still have to ID this stuff too. Gimpy's weight is good though. Okay, well, mystery solved. Follow. Follow. Look, it's a bear. It's done. Circle kick. Gotta love the circle kick. Our cleric's down. Didn't even notice. Come on, losers. Gimpy's armor class is 30. Focus on that one. I don't know why you switched like that. Heal. Get him. Silly giant. There we go. Guys gonna get back up. Slackers. Great clubs. Spears in like 1 or 2 gold. Look at the dwarves with stuff we can loot. Battle axe +1. They might be a little dead. Slacker dwarves falling down on the job. Taking a nap. Axes because they're magical at least. And the stuff off the body so they'll disappear. Hopefully. Good. Heavy are you? 15 pounds, yes. These are only 8, I think. 7, okay. And clubs are not worth anything, so that's... Look, we won.
Hail and well
The
met.
gods, what a fight. Come, join me in throne room. We get to rest first? Apparently not. Now we do. Never know when you're going to need to have another fight, so...
Hail and well
Well, it
met.
seems you do fight as well as Wolfgar claimed. The giants came from Icewind Pass. Maybe... might be there's something brewing there. Here, I'll mark it on your map. Someone sabotaged our defenses in preparation for this assault. This cannot mean only one thing. There's a traitor in our midst. I have to ask, seeing as you've done so much already, but could you ask around, explore the halls, and talk to who you can, see what you can to find out? Seize what you can find out. Perhaps a barbarian is the traitor. Couldn't Aaron handle this investigation? Before we're we were interrupted, you had a plan for Iceblood. Plan? No plan as such. I was going to say I should march a band of dwarves right up to the glacier and knock some heads together. I can't risk it, though. Not with giants on the loose. You've done a lot for us already still. If you wanted to venture east to Icewind Pass and then on to the glacier, maybe seek out Wolfgar and lend him a hand. To receive another reward for helping fight the giants. I should put my cloak on for this one, because that will give us a little +2 bonus to this persuasion roll. Persuade. Success! You certainly do not want to beat around the bush, are you? I suppose I can't rightly refuse. Here, another powerful weapon from the vault. I'm afraid it's the last. Even a firehammer's generosity has its limits. I'll root out the traitor for you. Excellent. In the meantime, I'll stop any dwarf leaving or entering the halls until the investigation is complete. Return to me when you've unmasked the traitor. Not right now. Farewell. Blah. Continue. Farewell to you. Feel free to make use of the halls and services within. You've fair earned it. So, what kind of stuff did you get? What did she? Looks like a hammer. A light hammer. Okay. Hey, Kanuki. He needs some lore bonuses. Somehow. Permanent stuff. Okay, so wander around the halls, talk to people. I'm sure it'll be fine.
I greet you.
Scan your prove your worth. Wolfgar chose his friends wisely. Yes, he did.
Hail to ye!
So who are we supposed to talk to now?
Hey there.
Did my alignment go up at all? It did not change at all. Is it locked? It is locked. So nope, 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 nope. I need to change his settings.
Well met.
Tactics. Face healthy, blah, blah, blah. Need to leave any traps that you see alone. I don't want to change any of them. Don't help if I fail to open a locked door or chest. Yes. Play with that later. Temple of Moradin. So you know the traitor's going to be in here, because, you know, priestly types are the worst.
Hail to ye!
Someone sabotaged the valley's defenses. Any idea who? I find it hard to believe any dwarf of Clan Firehammer would betray their fellows. I did see young Diesel inspecting the catapults a few days past. I'm sure it can't be her, though. She's granite solid, that one. Doesn't sound like it. Nonsense clerics are the best. Best at being traitors, yes. You tell me about Moradin. The Allfather is chief deity of the Dwarven people. Most of the dwarves of Clan Firehammer hold the Dumbavoin closest to the hearts, and he has his own temples nearby. Though it is off limits to those not of the clan, but all dwarves revered Moradin, for he is the soul forger and the creator. Temple wares. Mainly so we can get some of the stuff I need. Armor 3. 2. Bluntness. So +4 versus bludgeoning. Thumb sole boots. Boots of striding. What are my boots again? Hardiness +1. So this is just constitution. No, sorry. Armor class and constitution. Sun Soul, this is AC 2. Constitution 2. Robes of the Shining Hand +3. So +3 armor class. Take a hit on listening. What does this one do for us? This is +2 and soaking damage. I like the soaking damage. No magic items, 5 less damage taken. So weapons. Too useful there. Oh, potions. We desperately need some critical potions. Critical healing potions. Do you have any? No, that's moderate.
You did it wrong. This is how you do it. Warg. Please excuse me. That was embarrassing. I meant to say. Jag.
Need more of these. We go through. We actually have potions haven't really been an issue most of the time, but some of the fights we run into. Get these guys up, get the 10, so we have 20 total. Lasts us a little while. And pick up some healing potions. Oh, only one. Ugh. It's more than one. It's 2. So you can't buy stacks of healing potions yet. We're not that far in. It's not that important. Listen, to some, that's just part of their religion. You wouldn't want them to betray their god, right? Of course I would. If your god is telling you to be a jerk, then you should not be a jerk. That's how that works. Bullets of screaming. Stormcaller the Hammer. 1d4 damage. It's +2. Got a nice little light. Electric Jolt, 2 uses per day. Lightning Bolt, 1 use per day. Yeah, that's pretty not good for us. Three White Doves. So, bonus versus outsider 1d. This is a mace? Yeah, it's a mace. So it's +3. Slay racial group. Undead. Usable by good and neutral. So neutral good. It's basically a Mace of Disruption, isn't it? Can he use it? He's chaotic good. So the answer is no. What about you? You're a true neutral, so nobody in our group can use this thing. Damn it. How expensive it is? 10,000. This is a nice undead mace for killing undead. Not that we've run into a whole lot of undead in this campaign, but yeah, this is a Mace of Disruption, basically. But no use to us. That's why I don't need the heavy crossbow anymore. Outsider, that's devils and elementals, right? But it's, again, we can't use the mace because it's only neutral good. And nobody in the party is neutral good. Keep on our cloak right now. So for 500 each, 550 actually. Would be 1 gold spear. Yeah, we're going to hold on to this for now. Since we have bags of holding, so it's not a big deal to lug it around. You, how good are you? Great Sword of Flame +2. So bonus fire damage, enhancement bonus +2. So that's a nice little sword. It's got the Defender, which he's not really using anymore. Only +1 to AC. It's a +1 sword, so it's not that great anymore for us. So we can get rid of you. It's a great sword +3, but this is better than that. Except for the +3 part. Great Axe of Burning. So this is 1d6. This is only +1. So we don't need that one. Okay, so keep this around in case we run into like trolls or something that become a problem, or anything that's susceptible to fire. Because this is not a bad sword. +2 great sword, extra fire damage. I like that. And this one is just +3 in case we run into something that needs +3. Okay, so you're set. And we keep the comma +2 for Gimpy because his fists are only +1 still until he's level 13, which sucks. So anytime we run into something that's a problem, which has been in the past a couple of times, break this out and he smacks things around. The reason we don't use it normally because the damage isn't as good as his fists. His fists are +1s, but the damage on his fists is 1 to 10 instead of 1 to 6. So this is nice, but his fists are still better for damage potential. Or production. Any fancy hats here? Go with probably not. Yellow rose 3s, so it's +3 to hit, but it's still only 1 electrical damage. How much money are they? 49. Actually, I should probably buy those. Simply because they're +3 to hits, so I don't have to break out the comma. So the yellow rose. And again, this is only for hitting stuff because... And again, and the comma is good too because if we put one of these on, we lose our haste. Can use this in his hand and it doesn't affect haste. Gotta remember that. Versus armor 3, versus dexterity 2. Protection 2 and resistance 2. Greater Amulet of Health. Regeneration. That's what we've been looking for.
Hello Gimpy, it is time to take a break.
Already? That can't be right.
Go get some more water while you are up.
That can't be right.
This break supports the purchase of Rocket's treats. If you would like to help Rocket feel like a puppy again, please visit gimpyknee.com/support or type !treats in chat. Thank you. Your next break is in 1 hour.
Okay, so again, immune to disease, level drain, and poison. Regeneration +1, cost a whopping 35,000. We're at 52. And losing this amulet, we're going to lose point of strength. No dexterity. So charisma, constitution, strength, and wisdom. So strength, still going to be +2. Constitution, we're going to lose our bonus. Hit points, no big deal. Wisdom, I'm not going to lose anything there. Charisma, lose that. But we've got the cloak too that we are currently wearing, which is +3 or +2? It is +3. So it'll drop our charisma down to 10. We can just keep this one, so if we need it, because I wanted to have that regen and the immunities too. Not that it's a problem. The level drain is the one I'm worried about. It can be 2 weapon specialization unarmed from what fighter? You can, but why would you? Because you'd have to basically get 2 commas in order for it to work, I think. Thinking what classes you could level for this alignment issues that isn't fixed. Yeah, that fighter, I considered fighter yesterday, and It's a possibility. It's just that it's you have to stick in fighter. Which of course you can't switch back to the alignment, that's not a bad thing. And we get other fun stuff from fighter. Do fighters get feats faster? I think they do. But I'm not positive about how that works for them. I haven't really played a pure fighter yet in this version. Amulet of Health, again, it's just for the regen and the level drain stuff, which we haven't run into any level drain issues yet, but I suspect we're going to. So there's a charisma thing, constitution, so some hit points lost. Big deal. Oh, I don't think we're done
Hail
yet.
to ye!
We're still shopping, technically. So healers kits. We haven't really used any healing kits lately. Sure, Bab. Oh yeah, okay, I think you get weapon specializations, but not sure if 1 or 2 levels in fighter with bad. I don't know. Yeah, we'll go through the fighter process when I get back from our break. Just want to make sure I'm not missing anything here. Bluntness, striding. This is Constitution, isn't it? So that's 2. That'll get us up to at least a +1 bonus. Expensive these boots. 72 down to 17,000. Weapon wise. No monk love here. No monk love. So anyway, you might need a minimum of 4 levels to get weapon specialization. Yeah, we'll test it out when I get back from break. So I just want to shop through here real quick. The only thing that I'm really kind of almost interested in is striding for the Constitution, because that gives us more hit points. Not by much, though. Not much. Some soul. These are just armor class 2. Dodge modifier. I don't know how that works. That might be a thing too, because our boots are 1 AC and 1 Constitution. So the 1 Constitution isn't really doing anything right now unless we put this. Unless we wear this, and then we get extra hit points. Whatever. Anyway, let me take a break. Get back, we will experiment with leveling up with the warrior and that kind of stuff. So, anyway, be back shortly. Thank you very much for watching. Enjoy the dog video.